Dear ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something you may have forgotten. You were not created to live a life of quiet survival. You were created to live inspired and to lead boldly. Too many of us are stuck in neutral, parked in fear, coasting through life while carrying the keys to change in our pockets. That ends today. You see, the world doesn't need another echo. It needs a voice. Your voice, a voice that dares to believe bigger, to love deeper, to rise stronger. But to live that kind of life, we have to stop waiting for perfect conditions. The wind will never blow just right. The timing will never feel ideal, and guess what? God doesn't need perfect people. He needs willing ones. Living inspired means waking up each day with the courage to believe that your story isn't finished. It means leaning into the tension, the unknown, and trusting that your ceiling today can become your floor tomorrow. Leading boldly doesn't mean being the loudest in the room. It means being the clearest, the most committed, the most grounded. It's about showing up even when you feel inadequate and saying, I may not have it all together, but I'm bringing all I've got. Ladies and gentlemen, inspiration is not accidental. It's intentional. It's a decision you make daily. And leadership, that's not about titles or applause. It's about influence. It's about integrity. It's about impact. So I challenge you today, don't settle, don't shrink, don't silence your fire, leave inspired. Lead boldly, because if you don't, the world will never know the version of greatness God placed inside you. This is your moment. Thank you. 10 key points of the speech: you were created with purpose, not to just survive, but to live with intention and passion. Inspiration is a choice. It's something you choose to cultivate daily, not something you wait to feel. The world needs your authentic voice, not another copy, but your unique expression. God uses the willing, not the perfect step forward even in your weakness. That's where strength is revealed. Bold leadership is about influence, not position. You don't need a title to make a difference. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Lean into challenges as stepping stones for growth. You are not finished. There's more in you, and your greatest chapter hasn't been written yet. Clarity and commitment beat charisma. Bold leaders know where they're going and why it matters. Fear is not the enemy. Inaction is do it afraid, but do it. Your story will inspire others. Living inspired and leading boldly isn't just for you. It liberates others to do the same. Would you like this speech adapted for a particular audience, e.g., youth, church, leadership event? Absolutely. Here's an expanded version of ***, key point 1 *** without a subtitle or conclusion, written in the same passionate and empowering tone as the speech. You were not created by accident. You were not assembled haphazardly or placed on this earth just to blend in, punch a clock, pay your bills, and eventually fade into the background. No, you were created with divine intention. Every fiber of your being, every ounce of your personality, every strength, and yes, even every struggle, was designed with purpose. Too often, we let life's weight convince us otherwise. We begin to believe that significance is reserved for the chosen few, the ones with platforms, followers, influence, or accolades. But purpose is not predicated on popularity. It's not earned, it's embedded. It's been in you since the beginning. Think about this. You are a walking answer to someone's need. Your existence alone is a disruption to mediocrity. But here's the challenge: purpose isn't passive. It doesn't just wake you up in the morning and tell you what to do. You have to lean into it. You have to live with a sense of expectation, of awareness, of intentionality. You have to remind yourself daily, there is more to my life than just going through the motions, because when you forget your purpose, you settle. You settle for safe jobs, for shallow relationships, for small dreams, for quiet frustration. You shrink into a version of yourself that was never meant to survive. You were meant to thrive. That's why this world often feels too tight, too restrictive, too bland, because you were designed for more. You're not wired to merely exist. You are built to expand, to create, to overcome, to leave a mark that echoes beyond your lifetime. Living inspired begins with remembering you have been crafted with care by the Creator of the universe, and that every breath you breathe is evidence of unfinished purpose. You didn't make it this far just to exist. There's a call on your life that's louder than your doubts, stronger than your history, and greater than your fears. You don't need a platform to be powerful. You don't need a crowd to be called. Your purpose is already alive in you. But it's up to you to wake it up, stir it, feed it, speak to it, fan it into flame, because the moment you start to live aware of your purpose is the moment you stop being content with just surviving. And when that shift happens, you begin to walk differently, speak differently, think differently, not because you're better than anyone else, but because you finally realize what's been in you all along. You were created with purpose, and once you believe that, nothing can stop you from living inspired and leading boldly. Absolutely. Here's a powerful, high-impact ending to your speech, crafted to match the emotional intensity and faith, infused inspiration of the rest of the message. So now the choice is yours. You can keep living like purpose is a someday thing. Like calling is only for the qualified, like inspiration is reserved for the few and leadership is someone else's job, or you can decide right here, right now that you were born for more. You can rise up even if your legs are shaking. You can speak out even if your voice trembles. You can take one bold step and then another until you become the kind of person who doesn't just dream big, but lives even bigger, because the world doesn't just need more people going through the motions. It needs fire starters, chain breakers, hope bringers, people who live inspired and lead boldly, not just with words, but with lives that make people wonder what kind of power must be fueling that fire? That kind of life is not just possible. It's waiting on you, so walk out of this moment with your head high, your heart full, and your spirit set on fire. Live inspired, lead boldly, and never settle for less than the purpose you were born to fulfill. Thank you and God bless you.